Oh, hello. Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So Bitcoin holders, get ready for a massive cash injection from a couple different sources, from a Wall Street giant and also possibly from your neighbors. There's some big news for Bitcoin, and I'm here to talk about it. And also, there's big news for several altcoins, including Theta. So let's discuss. Thanks for tuning in. As always, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. 2 streams every day, 11:30 and 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. And follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and check out the new CryptosRUs.com. All right, let's do this, guys. Welcome. I saw Michael's comment about his neighbor. That's not nice of you. That's not nice of you. All right. So Bitcoin is around 34,200, down slightly from 35, 36 yesterday. So overall, we're still stuck in that range between 41 and 31. I know you guys know what range I've been talking about for quite some time. This is okay. It's okay. I've said we may be in here for a couple months. Maybe a couple more months where we're just going up and down in this range. That's okay. That's okay because we know that towards the end of the year, that's when the excitement really starts. And with what I'm about to tell you guys, the potential of billions of dollars being injected into Bitcoin, you definitely don't want to miss out and be sitting on the sidelines. All right. So what am I talking about? Well, first of all, if you guys didn't know, CryptosRUs.com, latest news site, breaking, cutting-edge news, even before CoinDesk and Cointelegraph. So you guys need to put this on your schedule, your daily schedule, and check every single morning and afternoon. But a couple of things I want to talk about. Number one is billionaire investor Stephen Cohen is about to jump into crypto heavily. His .72 hedge fund commands $22 billion of assets under management. And to quote, he plans on getting big into crypto. He's hiring a head of crypto right now, and he's looking to pump serious institutional capital into cryptocurrency plays. What does that mean? Plays. That means not only Bitcoin, but some serious money possibly into DeFi plays. I'm guessing a lot of that is going to go into DeFi, right? We know a lot of other billionaires are looking at Ethereum and Cardano and Solana and all these other plays, right? And that's because they know DeFi is going to replace banks someday, or at least, you know, change traditional finance. DeFi is definitely here to stay. Regardless of price fluctuations, DeFi, there's billions upon billions of money and crypto locked in. People are using it every single day. Maybe not every single aspect, but it's growing. It's growing. And DeFi has the potential to just overthrow banks altogether. Why do you need a bank? Why do you need a bank? Right? For loans, to borrow, right? And for savings, I guess. But savings, you get nothing. You could do that with DeFi. You could do lending with DeFi, right? So why do you really need a bank? So this is pretty massive. I mean, I don't know too much about the guy, but I do know he's very well respected. He owns the New York Mets, so that tells you how rich he is. And Wall Street Journal has said that he is one of the best investors of all time. And he's probably the one single person in Wall Street that is like, that's really like controlling things. And people actually really look up to what Steve Cohen is doing. And if he's doing this, you know, several other prominent Wall Street guys are probably planning on doing the same thing. So this is number one. This is number one. And this is a big thing. Let's not discount this, okay? When you have a $22 billion hedge fund about to go all in, well, I shouldn't say that, not all in, but about to dive in to crypto, that's potentially billions coming in already. That's one side of the equation. What about the other side? I mentioned about your neighbors, retail investors, right? That's this side. NYDIG, which Mass Mutual took a equity stake in, and NCR, which is a big payments company, they have partnered up, and now 650 banks in the US can offer Bitcoin services. What does that mean? That means you and I and our neighbors and our parents, our friends, our coworkers, they could stroll into their favorite bank and buy Bitcoin. And this, I saw some staggering number, 24 million customers. 24 million. So this could potentially bring billions into this space too. Maybe not right now. Maybe not right now because things are stagnant and, you know, maybe your neighbor is not so anxious to jump in. But when Bitcoin picks up again, when Bitcoin starts going up, you know that everyone FOMOs in, right? That's when all your neighbors and your coworkers and family members ask you, hey, should I get in? How do I get in? What's the easy way to get in? Well, now they can just stroll into their bank and say, I want to buy, what, $5,000 worth of Bitcoin. It's as easy as that. So this is also going to bring in a lot of new money, potentially billions into the space. And this is not, you know, I just don't think this is a small thing. This is a pretty big thing. And we know that banks overall, some are still on the sidelines, but some are really trying to embrace it. You say, no, they better. Otherwise, they're just going to become extinct, right? So this is also pretty big. So two big pieces of news today. You have Steve Cohen, Wall Street giant, that's about to dive right in. And you have a new way for retail investors to get in. This is on top of financial app that already exists, like PayPal, which offers services to 322 million customers worldwide, and Cash App, and even brokerage apps like Robinhood and Webull and of course all the other exchanges out there, right? It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited. This is why I'm not fearful of the price right now. Too many people focused on the short-term price action or short-term volatility. You got to focus on the bigger picture, right? Why is this happening? Why is a Wall Street giant getting in? Why is banks starting to offer Bitcoin services or crypto services, right? Why are countries getting involved with Bitcoin? Countries, entire countries with millions and millions of citizens. It's not because they're just doing it on a whim, okay? No, it's because they know this is the future and we're very early and you want to get in while things are still early. It may not seem like it's early, but look at any other technical revolution or any evolution at all, right? For a digital currency to come as far as it has within the last 12 years is simply staggering. You're going up against the centralized financial system, which has existed for thousands of years. We know fiat traditionally fails after a couple hundred years, but you know what? Bitcoin is still new and it's only growing, and this is what you need to focus on. Adoption, usage, right? And there's just more and more of it every single day. All right, so that's Bitcoin. Overall market cap is down about 5% today. Looking at my portfolio, I really need to get a new portfolio tracker. But anyways, I was up to 5,800 yesterday, down $400 today, but still overall, I'm still about 10% higher than when I started at 5,000. And today is a dollar cost average day. I said I was gonna put $100 in every single Wednesday. Today is the day, and I'm gonna do so at the end of during Q&A. And I may take some suggestions from some of you guys, but today is a pretty good day. See, this is why when you dollar cost average, when you're dollar cost averaging and there's a down day, you actually look forward to that because you could buy more when there's a dip, when things are low, right? You actually don't want a dollar cost average if you can help it when things are high, unless you're on a schedule. That's different, right? But you know, it's on a down day, it's actually a pretty good time to dollar cost average. Okay, I'll get to that in a little bit. What else is there? Big news from Theta. I've been talking about Theta for quite some time. Their new Mainnet 3.0 is coming out today. It's a major protocol update, and they're going to introduce T-Fuel staking with their elite nodes, elite edge nodes. So this is the reason why T-Fuel has been doing very good. There's a dual token setup for Theta, but not only that, they announced a big thing because Theta Drop is their NFT play. Katy Perry is getting involved. She is going to launch NFTs and actually acquires a stake in Theta Lab. So I'm guessing that they just probably paid her some equity to be able to launch NFTs on Theta. Regardless, it's a big thing. You can see it's on a brand new Resorts World in Vegas. And I've seen that hotel. It's very, very massive, but it's on a part of the strip. It's kind of like by itself. It's like towards the end, away from all the other big hotels. But there's a lot of excitement over it. But anyways, she's launching, and here we go, katy.thetadrop.com. So sign up if you're a fan. You know, Theta just actually reached out yesterday. I mean, you know, their NFT guy. We're still working at it, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm still a little disappointed because you know, it's been a while since we talked. I really want to launch my own NFTs for the conference and outside the conference, right? So I'm hoping I could get that done sooner than later, but it seems like they're really busy these days. Maybe because they're trying to get celebrities like Katy Perry. Maybe that's the reason why. But overall, I'm still a big fan of Theta. I think they have massive potential. NFTs is a big thing now. They're diving head on into it. Also, they're still onboarding all these new enterprise companies that's going to be utilizing the video streaming platform that Theta provides. And they're getting into gaming, of course, too. They're forming partnership with gaming companies. There's just a whole lot going on with Theta. So it's a fantastic project. All right, what else is there? Twitter. Twitter is also getting into NFTs. Out of the blue, they drop a collection of 140 NFTs on Referral, and you could see all these. You know, the funny thing is, according to this, they're not actually selling it. They're just going to give it free. People get hands on NFTs for free via companies' tweets. Interesting. So I don't know how that works. If you just click into it, then you could download the NFT, or you put in your account or something. I actually don't know how that works. It's kind of interesting, and I don't know why they're doing so. I thought they would maybe try to raise funds for something, but apparently they're not. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. But NFTs, like I've been saying, is not gonna go away. In fact, you know, my partner eMoney, they're also getting NFTs. They're a payments. They're a payment network, or a stablecoin network, kind of both, right? But they're also getting the NFTs. They're partnered with NFT Trade to explore synergies in terms of how to utilize their interest-bearing stablecoins and how to use them in exchange for NFTs. In fact, eMoney, if you guys are interested, is listed on KuCoin now, starting today. Actually, yesterday and today. So if you guys want to check them out on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, KuCoin. Also, for those of you guys that are NFT fans, Chili's, right? They're selling their UFC fan tokens today, although a lot of people are having problems with it. You know, Chili's didn't really advertise this well enough. I've been looking at their blog and Twitter. There's just not a lot of, you know, marketing around this. But apparently people are, you know, still paid attention. They're still trying to find. But according to Alexandre, 715,000 UFC fan tokens have been sold globally. It's probably go get up to 1 million by the time it's over. So that's pretty good. Another NFT play today. I mean, there's just a lot of NFT stuff going on today. What else is there? CoinMarketCap, CMC launches swaps. You could swap directly on CMC. It is powered by Uniswap. So this is pretty good collaboration, CMC and Uniswap. Just want to bring that up. And also, what else is there? Coinbase. Coinbase is going to release a crypto app store. They're following basically Apple's model to create an app store and let other people develop. right? And if this takes off, this could be a big thing. This could be the one de facto app store everyone goes to download, say, all these wallets and nodes and NFT marketplaces. I mean, DeFi marketplaces. It could be huge. If they could grow this, this will be the one app store everyone goes to download everything. It could work. It could work. We'll see. But Coinbase is working on that. And finally, I'm working on that OnlyFans account. Crypto.com inks 100 million partnership with Formula One. You're going to see Crypto.com banners and their logos everywhere, and develop exclusive NFTs. See, today is an NFT day, like nonstop NFT news, which isn't a bad thing. But this deal is 100 million over 5 years. Wow, $20 million a year. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are Crypto.com fans, so I bring it up. They're interesting. They have a lot of services, a lot of offerings. Their exchange, their chain, their wallet, their prepaid debit card. I mean, there's a lot that they do, right? So this is a big deal for them as well. All right, I think that's it. I guess before I get in Q&A, let's do some DCA. So my limit is $100. So looking at today, I mean, my profit loss out of all these, in fact, the biggest loser right now is Theta. They're actually down 0.8% in my portfolio since I started. B-Pro, very small, up 26%. Doge and Binance Coin hardly moved. So these three have not really moved. Solana up 11, Chainlink up 9, Polygon 4, VeChain up 15. Those of you guys that DCA'd into VeChain, pretty darn good. Cardano 5, Ethereum up 17%. Even Bitcoin is up 8%. You know what I wanted to add before that I wasn't able to because I ran out of money is Cosmos. Where's Cosmos at? Cosmos is right here. Actually, a pretty good down day for them. For the week, they're up 10%, which isn't bad. I kind of want to add Cosmos, and I kind of want to add, what is it? Where is it? Chili's. Yeah, but it's only $100. It's not that much. Well, you know what? I just go add it. I'm gonna put all in Cosmos because that's one that I really do like. That. How much should I get? 1, 10. No, 9. Yeah, 9. All right. There we go. So now I have Cosmos in here. Not too much. Actually, one of the lower ones, but still. All right. So there you go. I added Cosmos today. They have their Gravity DEX, Gravity Bridge that's coming up in the near future. I think that's going to be a big thing for Cosmos. That's why I want to add them. But overall, everything on this list is fantastic projects. So, all right. Let's go to Q&A, and I'm going to do more of this every single week. So next Wednesday, let's do some more buying. All right, let's do Q&A. Yeah, it is still 50, 25, 25. I mean, that $100 doesn't throw anything off. Look at it. Like BDC is still at 49.1, 0.2%. It didn't, that 100 didn't throw off. And everything else is still 25, 25, 25. It's just that the Cosmos is, it should be a big cap. It was. And then it dropped off. I take that back. I don't know if Cosmos ever made it above $10 billion. But when something that small, you don't have to reallocate every single 0.1%, right? As long as you're within that range. And BDC being 50%, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing I think most people need to follow. Going up. Jake says, imagine photorealistic VR enhancements and your own NFTs in your own virtual space. I think it's go get there. It's definitely go get there. What else is there? Shibam. Theta's Godzilla NFT is cool. Austin, I need to leverage. I should jump on Bybit and do 100x leverage and see how that goes. Just for fun, just to prove a point. No, I'm just kidding. I would not do that. What else is there? No, I do not have IOTA. I actually don't like IOTA. Fold. I don't know what Fold is. Manifold Finance. Yeah, this is way too small. this is a dead project. 24,000 in volume over 24 hours. No. Eric, stop putting those big question marks. In your opinion, will Ecomi be a winner? Yeah. NFTs, it's very saturated. It's very hard to stand out right now. But the ones that have licensing, they're not going to go away. Ecomi has Marvel and DC licensing. On top of all these other licenses, they're not going to go away. And if they really wanted to, they could go after other people too now, since they have the licensing. We haven't heard that yet because people are just creating NFTs left and right like they own everything. But imagine once you start going after people that's created NFTs they shouldn't have, I think that will be something that happens down the road. So it's about, IP basically when it comes to NFTs. Dope photography, appreciate it. Beep asks, will Tether ever get to $2? No. It's not supposed to. It's always supposed to be pegged to $1 at $1. If you're dollar cost averaging, how many coins are too many? Eventually 100 will split over 25, won't be optimal, right? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. As long as you could keep track of the projects that you hold, that's all that really matters. If you could keep track just 2 or 1, fine. You could just go all Bitcoin, or you could go all Bitcoin Ethereum if that's your thing. You could track 10, 20, 30. Some people have told me they have like 80 or 90 coins, right? As long as you could keep track of the project. Well, what I mean by keep track is you're actively looking at what they're doing, how they're progressing, and making sure that they're moving forward, right? So as long as you keep track, there's no set number. That 50-25-25 rule could be spread out as wide as you want in terms of how much coins you're holding. No, no, it can't. Thoughts on Nano? Someone got really pissed off at me one time when I said I'm neutral on Nano because I think they're just a payment currency. They're meant to be used as a currency for payment, and that's really what they were created for. And they're still trying to achieve that, but I think they're going to have a hard time getting mass adoption because of that. But yeah. I mean, for example, someone else that was in that space was Digibyte. Digibyte was trying to just be a pure currency, and then they realized that wasn't enough, so they built in a layer 2 to concentrate on smart contracts, IDs, even NFTs, tokenization. That makes them a lot more fascinating, right? But I think pure, currency plays, they're going to have a hard time competing with the stable coins or CBDCs. They're going to have a hard time. Any risk in holding all on BTC and Len and KuCoin? I mean, yes, there is a risk. KuCoin has been hacked before, but they had enough insurance. They tracked down the hackers. But yes, whenever you hold everything on exchange, there's going to be risk. The least riskiest is to hold your own crypto on your hardware wallet. But even then, you have some risk because you have to know the private key and the seed phrase, and you better make sure that you never lose that. But, whenever you keep everything on exchange, there's always risk. However, KuCoin has been around for a long time. They have shown that they have plenty of insurance. They have the capability to recover from a hack. So, and they have fantastic products too, services and crypto. So I really do like them. Do you think we're going to test 40K soon? I do think so. I do think so. Odin. No, this is come on. 80% volume drop. This is like a total shitcoin. I DCA my portfolio 100 weekly. Is it good idea to buy dip before DCA day? You know, you could. Generally speaking, DCA, you could do it two ways. Number one, you just set it and forget it on a certain day, every single day, regardless if the price goes up or down. That's how you truly DCA over long haul, because eventually you go catch it on a high or a low, it'll average out. But some people argue that you just DCA on the dip days, which makes a whole lot of sense, right? But there are weeks and months where it's just nothing but goodness. And then you could argue that you just don't DCA at those times, but true DCA is really you just set it, forget it. You really just don't even think about it. But it's up to you. Both works. The main point is to focus on long term. Invest for the future. If you go DCA, hold it, right? Ignore short-term volatility. That's what you have to do. If you're questioning yourself every time you buy in and whether or not you panic, you should panic sell and stuff like that, you got to remove that. Token metrics. I don't know what that is. Is that a site, like a service site? Thoughts on Front? Yeah, Frontier was way too hyped up. It was supposed to be like a premier DeFi app. It never lived up to that, and it got shilled a little too hard before, but hopefully it can come back. Geo, you talking about this? It looks like it's if it lost all gains. I don't even know. GeoDB, it's some kind of database play. Decentralized peer-to-peer big data. Yeah. See, generally, this is what I like to consider like one of those projects where it's really a B2B play. It's really for other dApp makers and stuff to utilize something like this. But these kind of projects are very hard because retail investors don't really care about them. It's not very sexy, so Joe asks, given the fact that so many institutions now hold digital assets, how likely is it that the bottom of the new bear market is as severe as the past? I think it could be a lot less. Last 2018, 2019, when we finally found our bottom, it was the end of 2018 going into 2019, Bitcoin fell down 86%, and most altcoins fell down 96 to 99%. This time around, with institutions and companies and everyone else that's jumping in, the drop could be much less. It could be something similar like this, where we go down 50% and altcoins could be down, 50 to 70%. And that's it. And then maybe we go sideways, right? Maybe some volatility, but overall we hold, because if there's so many people holding it, then it makes sense that it wouldn't drop as much, right? So I've talked about super cycles before. It could be like that, or it could be that we just continue forward. As more and more adoption comes aboard and there's more and more FOMO and more people buying, especially when the ability to buy is so prevalent now, it could just keep going. We may not see that for quite some time. Barnbridge. I remember looking at this. I did not think it was... Yeah. This is some kind of like... It's like some derivative play for a whole bunch of stuff in DeFi. And it's not for me. And I quite honestly, I don't get it. I think too many of those things, no one gets. I think the only reason why you're bringing it up and anyone else is looking at it is because Coinbase added it. If Coinbase added it, it must be good, right? But if you look at a lot of those DeFi, it's things that no one will use, no one understands, and no one will possibly use it. And again, more B2B than B2C. But people are buying because, oh, it's on Coinbase, right? So I don't know. That one I have looked at before. I just never got liked. What are your thoughts on our DRC, digital reserve currency? I know it's a microcap. Well, at least it has some volume. Okay, so at least let's look at it. When traditional finance system is failing, the next step is unclear. A simple solution is required. Decentralized digital store of value, limited supply, zero inflation rate. It's created during COVID. So it's trying to be the new Bitcoin, is what it's trying to say. And the answer is no. No. Run far from it. Stick with Bitcoin. Anchor as a DeFi. Anchor's not a DeFi play. Anchor is more of a service provider. You create nodes with it. So it has really nothing to do with DeFi. You can spin up nodes of DeFi projects and chains, but to me, that's not a DeFi project. Kyber, on the other hand, is a DeFi project. I think Kyber is interesting. It's one of those, decentralized DEXs that's been out for a long time, and it's actually a pretty useful exchange, except, did they rename it? That's a horrible name. Kyber Network Crystal Legacy. I don't know what that's about. But, I mean, if you look at their setup, it's actually pretty useful. I mean, pretty cool. And you can hook up your hardware wallet directly to it and make swaps. But it doesn't have a whole lot of attention. Honestly, it just swaps. Decentralized exchanges, DEXs, swap plays. They don't get a whole lot of love because everyone focuses on AMMs. So, I think Kyber's good. What's your best knock-knock joke? I don't have a good knock-knock joke. I have one joke that is the best of all time, but it's very dark, and it might piss off the females. XCAD, no idea. Tokenizing YouTubers, a DeFi solution for DeFi solution to creator monetization. Built on Zilliqa. Interesting. I wonder if this is part of their incubator. Further monetizing and viewer loyalty. Viewer gets rewarded without changing their user. Create an NFT marketplace, NFT. So again, more focused on NFTs. There's a plugin. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Unless it really easily integrates with YouTube, I don't know. But the NFT marketplace is somewhat interesting. It's on KuCoin. Okay. I'll check them out later. Mark was asking for your coin in Super Chat, not GeoCoin. I don't know. Basically, just buy it. That's the best answer about GeoCoin or GeorgeCoin. Just buy it. Buy it and hold it. Thoughts on Astronaut? I don't even need to look at that. I know it's one of those stupid meme coins. Den Wireless is pretty good. I think they've fallen low enough, but decentralized mobile networks, they're working hard. What's more acceptable in the long run, Solana or DOT? Both. I can't tell. It's too early. Zap protocol, I don't know what Zap is. Pretty much dead, too. So they're, I don't know, they're kind of everything. Trying to be a DEX and an Oracle and NFT marketplace. That's why it's not succeeding. It's too encompassing. They just need to focus on one. 1 inch most undervalued DEX. Well, it's a DEX aggregator. They're not DEX themselves. Ferris, do you have a KuCoin video? No. But there's a comprehensive There's a comprehensive how to use KuCoin article right here, so take a look at that on CryptosRUs.com. All right, that's it. I think that's pretty much it. Astronaut. Yeah, I bet astronaut is. Or something to do with astronauts. Or charity for astronauts or something. Thoughts on BlockFi adding Unify, DAI, and BAT? Well, I like it. I like it. Although they didn't officially announce this. I don't even know where you guys got it from. I asked my rep, and he's like, oh, you're not supposed to know about that. But I don't know how you guys found out. But yeah, adding more coins to BlockFi obviously helps them. You could trade. You could stake them. Uniswap, obviously a big cap. BAT, basic attention token, is one that I do like. And Brave browser and all the services, and of course DAI, another stable coin. That just makes a whole lot of sense. So if you guys are interested, check out BlockFi. Put your crypto in there, earn some passive income while you're holding it anyways. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. What exchange do you recommend I want to trade on VeChain? There's a lot. KuCoin, Binance.us, Voyager, they all have VeChain. Yeah, so overall, you know what? Ignore short-term price, right? Bitcoin price will fluctuate here and there, but we know that massive amount of cash is going to be injected in the market from not only hedge fund billionaires like Steve Cohen, but also from your neighbors, as 23 million customers in US will soon be able to buy Bitcoin straight from the teller and from their bank. And that's pretty darn positive. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. As always, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to hear me tell that joke, you tune in tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I guarantee you it's worth it. All right, have a good one, guys.